12th, yeah.
Okay.
12th, Saturday the 12th. Go down to the fire hall. You get donuts.
You get to see Santa.
And it's from when?
It's in the morning.
10 to noon.
10 to
So
noon,
all
I
morning,
believe.
yeah,
Right.
all morning.
Yeah.
10 to noon, okay. Can't go wrong, guys. Thank you, caller, for the information. Donuts for Santa. And, you know, the fire departments also have a Halloween party usually. And, yeah, they're very active in other ways in their community.
Yeah,
They give fire safety programs for the school and accident safety for the school and drive carefully and don't drink and all that kind of stuff. You know, they do a lot of wonderful, perform tremendous service to the community as well as saving lives and saving millions of dollars worth of real estate and saving you and me and every homeowner in your village over on an average of $150 to $200 in our fire insurance.
Right. A lot of people don't know this, but your homeowner's insurance is rated by ISO, which is the Independent Insurance Services. It's an independent organization that rates your fire department, and based on that rating, that's what your homeowner's premiums are based on. So the fire departments, the more equipment they have, the better trained they have, the higher their rating will be, which means that they're going to be able to provide a better service to you, and in turn your homeowner's insurance would be less.
In the whole community it's less. So they save $1 million right there, as well as the labor, as you pointed out. And God help us, they'd give more service and time. And you're right about the fact I'm still a fireman. I don't know why they keep me around at the age of 70, but
it's because you're on the radio.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, I've often told them if I get on the fire engine, bring the second ambulance. I usually do the radios, I'm sure you know, the communications.
That's important, though.
Actually, yeah.
You need somebody in the fire hall to talk on the radio and
station commander to
relay a message or
make
answer
sure the right
phone.
people go out, and you make sure you have the sniffer on board the right vehicle.
Absolutely.
Sniffer, the CO2 detector, and all kinds of other wonderful things. Well, at any rate, Marty Bova, doing the job in Mayville. How many people live in Mayville?
About 1,500.
1,500 people, a little dinky town. And it's a county seat. How did it get to be the county seat?
That was a decision that was made before I was born.
You didn't hear it?
I'm not really sure.
They didn't let you in on the...
No, I honestly don't know why the decision was made.
I have a suspicion.
To make Mayville the county seat.
I have a suspicion because the Holland Land Company that was selling all the land around here and monitoring it.
They were here,
and
it all needed to be recorded in the clerk's office.
Right. And so they set up the clerk, and then they set up the various other departments, and before you knew it, they said, well, let's make this a county seat. Everything's here anyway.
Yep.
And there you go. Also, you can get your passport there. You have a great... the
county clerk, you can get your
county clerk, she is one of the greatest clerks we've ever had. She is I can do it. She's the I can do it.
Sandy is a wonderful woman.
She is terrific.
I've worked with her on numerous projects when it relates to snowmobiling, because like you said earlier, you alerted to the out-of-state snowmobilers need to register in New York State if they're going to operate here. That's done to help increase the funds to the clubs to keep the trails going and keep the trails maintained. But she's just so good to work with. We recognized that these people, a lot of them would come in on a Friday night and have no place to go register their snowmobile, or a Saturday. We started off early on opening some remote satellite locations. DMV in Albany didn't like that idea, so now they've opened up on Saturday mornings at the DMV office here in Mayville for the out-of-town. Anybody can go there and do a transaction if they have a business with the motor vehicles, but they're opened up so that these snowmobilers that do come in can register, and everybody's going to be safer and happier for it.
How much is the registration?
It depends. If you belong to a club, you pay one fee. If you don't belong to a club, you pay another fee. I believe it's, and I could be wrong on this, but I believe it's $100 if you're not a member of a club, and it's like $70 if you are, or $65 if you are a member.
I still would oppose that because it discourages people from coming in. And our biggest source of income and of people just enjoying our beautiful beautiful county, tourism, is snowmobiles. And when they look at that, say, I got to pay $100 to go over there for a day, forget it. And that's not good. I realize it pays for the trails, but then again, the Boy Scouts do trails, and volunteers can do trails, and even other snowmobilers can do trails. But it's just a murderous fee. It's like the $160 it costs somebody to come in and shoot a deer here. I mean, are you trying to make sure people don't come here? Not you.
That's all that, you know, that fee to hunt is a lot of money.
It's crazy.
With the snowmobile fee, though, I believe, I mean, I'm not in favor of adding fees and taxes to anybody, but what it's done by doing this is it's actually got these out-of-town people to join the snowmobile clubs because they're going to save on their registration fee, plus they're making an annual contribution as a member of a snowmobile club. The bottom line is they need the trails, and they need the trails to be maintained, and that is not an easy thing to do. It's a huge expense. It's a huge undertaking. They have insurance that they need to purchase to insure the trails and the landowners that have their property with permission to put the trails on them.
Me as well as others. I have.
You have on yours down through the lower end of my property. The
beavers have caused a lot of havoc down there too.
Yeah.
We got beavers. There's a huge lake. It's probably the biggest lake in the northern Chautauqua, besides Chautauqua Lake, that the beavers have created, and then they get greedy. They want more water, and they take it up to the level that it runs over the railroad track, which is the old railroad track, is the snowmobile trail.
Right.
Yep. We got to bring in bulldozers and earth movers and everything to shape it back up.
Although they just did that this fall.
Yep,
they went in and fixed some drainage concerns and put some gravel in the low spots.
Yeah. Well, there's an old trick that is kind of died by the time, but back when we were kids, if you wanted to stop a beaver dam from getting too high, you just drove a 4-inch pipe through their dam. Now, if you break their dam, they'll fix it, but they can't figure out why the water stays down with the pipe, which goes out a little ways, you know, and so it works. Oh, you know, Marty, I just got this god awful. I don't know. The train is leaving.
Is it?
And the car is started up, and we're out of here. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Finish up.
Well, you know, we started talking about snowmobiles and fees and so forth. I was at a meeting a couple Saturdays ago, and the local snowmobile club here, the Chautauqua Lake Snowmobile Club, is now buying old semi-flatbed trailers, and they're converting them into bridge decks for the snowmobile trails. That's how far they've gone to make sure things are safe. I can remember back when a snowmobile bridge was nothing more than a couple old railroad ties thrown across a body of water, and you stayed right in the middle of it, because if you veered left or right slightly, you'd tip over. Now they're making them nice and wide. They're making them safe.
Great idea.
They're making them so that they can drive their groomers over them, and so that's
there you go.
They really do a good. There's another organization, volunteer,
Snowmobile
that works
club.
their heart and soul out all fall and through the winter for the enjoyment of everybody that wants to go snowmobiling. So if you're not a member of a club and you are a snowmobiler, you should join a club.
Thank you, Rails to Trails, too. Okay, Marty, Bova, thanks for giving your time. We got to go. I want to thank special people out there: Chuck Kelsey, Devin Taylor, Chris Burt, Chris Ramaker, Mort Flexer, Randy Burt, Roy Harvey, Jeff Zuck, Don Zenz. All these wonderful people out there who called in. Sorry, our last caller, we couldn't get you. It's probably Mrs. Doug Spalding from Chautauqua. But anyway, have a great day. Dance in the sun. Get a snowmobile. Join your snowmobile club. And remember, well, Mayville is your county seat, the best of all. May all that is proud and true and noble abide with you. I'm Reed Powers.